What's up, fam? It's Nick here today. Just want to talk to you about a really important tip. What is the cheapest business you can start and get completely off the ground and making money in the world right now? Now, there's a few answers to this, so I will accept many, but there's really two that I want to focus on. And the one being what I currently do, and that's I work in the insurance field, focusing on final expense and Medicare. The other one is real estate. You can go get your real estate license pretty cheaply. Now, granted, real estate I think does cost a little bit more license-wise, but insurance license is pretty much the cheapest thing you can go get. For less than $200, you can get your license, get tested, get contracted with your carriers, and get going. And why I say that's the cheapest business to start is a lot of people I found ask me about other businesses. And if you want to know if business is right for you and you don't want to have to go buy a bunch of inventory, invent a product, get overhead, or manage a ton of people, then I recommend starting an insurance career, even if it's just to find out if you can run a business. Because literally every day is running the business of you. That is why I love the insurance industry. It can literally be a one-man band. And if you can't run a business of just one person, you can't run a business of 2, 4, 10, 100,000. It doesn't matter. If you can't manage yourself, you can't manage other people to get to goals. So that's why, I'm sorry, something just flew into my eye there. It was a little crazy. Florida's a fun time. But always keep that in mind. If you ever have to ask, if entrepreneurship is right for you, if you need, to find out for yourself if owning your own business works for you, then I recommend starting in the insurance space. You can work with someone like me. I recommend subscribe below. And then I'll go through like the day in and day out grind of what you have to do in insurance, because it's going to be very similar to what you do at other companies. So what do I mean by that? So let's break down, what is the simplest way to explaining a business? Explaining of a business, the easiest way I can do it is think of this number one thing. There's a problem in the marketplace and people need it solved. Those people are called leads. So you have an issue, you have a question, you have a problem, you have leads. And then all you're trying to do is to handle those leads, sell them a product or get them help, charge them money for it, and then on to the next lead. That's the simplest, very basic explanation of how a business works. There is a million convoluted, specialty, complex things, but in essence, every business has these two components. There is a problem in the marketplace. There's something, going on, an issue, whatever it could be. People have an issue that they're willing to pay to have fixed, changed, or eradicated, or whatever, to have it solved. Insurance is very clean because everyone needs insurance in some capacity. Normally, life insurance, it's a guarantee. Everyone should have it. If you don't have it, shame on you. If you are trying to get it, good job. If you haven't got it yet, let's speed up the process. Medicare, you turn 65, you're getting it. You're disabled, you're getting it. The need is already there. People have this, oh my God, I need to get it. You just have to be the person that gives it to them. Very, very, very simple. Same thing with a lot of other businesses. There are a million roofers. There's a million solar companies. There's a million mom and pop's convenience stores. There's a million mom and pop drug stores. There's a million no business today really is unique or new. Very rarely. So always keep that in mind. You're copying someone else's success. And if you keep that mentality, you'll be successful as well because you won't make the pitfalls of people that aren't successful. So now that we've covered what's the business and what's the easiest business to run, and the simplest, let's talk about how that translates to insurance. So the reason I recommend everyone start out selling some insurance is because it is a product that is pretty simple. Your final expense is not super complex. It pays you very quickly, and it teaches you very, very quickly that the more money you put into your business, the more money you can get out of your business. And that's all business is to the owner, is being able to take $1 and turn it into $2, $3, $4, $5. That's all it is. It's a conversion vehicle to make $1 into more dollars. And that's how you as the owner have to look at that business. So you have to dictate your time to activities that multiply those dollars. So always keep that in the back of your mind. What am I doing with my money today? Or what am I doing with my time, my investment? And how am I getting more out of my time, money, and investment? It's very, very simple. So if you start in insurance, you can work with us. I work at FFL. I also work with One Life as my FMO, but I can go through all that stuff with you in another video of how you actually get contracted. I will literally hold your hand and teach you how to sell these products and how to go out and make money. But what I can't teach you is to have a good work ethic. I can't teach you how to be disciplined. I can't teach you how to want to be successful. I can't teach you how to handle setbacks and issues because they're going to happen. I can't teach you, how to handle that mentally. I can teach you what to say and what to do, but if you just go on a tirade or you blow up or you just shut down, whatever, that's not going to be conducive to you. And even I have issues with that from time to time. It just feels overwhelming. But I have to stay on track and stick to my schedule. And that's why I think insurance is one of those keystone businesses that every person should learn something about or at least attempt, because normally it can be a great career and a great wealth builder and a generational wealth builder if you do it properly for your family. If not, you find out very quickly that owning a business may or may not be for you. You may not have the proper wherewithal to do it. And I'm not saying that there aren't people that fail out of insurance and then, they go run other companies. That absolutely happens. But they normally figure out really quickly that they can run a business, they understand the concepts, and they see the discipline. They just don't like selling insurance, and then they go change it to a different product. Normally, those people end up successful, even somewhat, at insurance because they get the idea behind it. They just then go apply it to a different, venue, whether it could be anything. It could be technology, software, fast food, anything. They just have to find out what they like. Now, the reason I think every single person should give this a shot is because it's the cheapest way for you to own a business without having to burn through a bunch of money on, office space, on overhead, on research, on, crews, all of these different things, marketing. Simple. Marketing, it's expensive, but at the same time, it's a direct. You spend this much, you get this many leads. You can buy leads. A lot of businesses aren't like that. You have to do marketing, and it's hard to measure what you're actually getting out of it. And when I say that, I say that to say this. I know right now I can go into the CRM, buy 100 leads, period. I can buy 100 leads. That's a lead hitting right now. I can buy those leads, call them on the phone, set my appointments, and go run and make money. And I just did. I spent $500 on old leads. I got 100 old leads, which everyone hates on old leads, but the lead's a lead to me. They're all good. Call them up, get through my process, go out and make 5 sales. I spent $500. I turned it into $4,000. That's awesome. That's business. That's what it is. Same thing. No matter what you sell. I know a guy right now that runs a dumpster company, and all he does is buy a dumpster for a couple $1,000, and then he goes out and he rents it to job sites, parties, home remodels, whatever, people that need it, and he's just turning that $10,000 investment into another way to make money. Taking $1, turning it into $2. Simple. He's got people that need it. They have a need in the marketplace, and he's over here with the solution. He comes in, he sells those people, he markets to people that do those things. Simple. Why I say this is you don't want to burn through a bunch of money to find out you don't want to own a business. It's one of the biggest screw ups that most people make when they retire is they become 65 years old, they get their retirement, they have, they've been saving their whole life, and the realization hits them, wow, I did not save enough money. So now Betty and John, I always like to use Betty and John or Mary and John, they've got $200 in an account. They're not really thrilled about using an annuity or an investment product because it's just not that much money. And they want to withdraw more money, and they realize, wow, $200,000 for 2 people. If we start withdrawing $4,000 a month, that's $48,000 a year. That's like 5 years. That's kind of that face. I always make that face like, eesh. So they do something really freaking smart. They go buy a business that they've never ran. Normally it's a restaurant. It's pretty amazing how this happens, and I've seen it time and time again. Everyone has lived in a neighborhood where, or an area where a restaurant pops up and it's just completely managed backwards, and it may even be successful for a little while, and then it just tanks and disappears. We call that the retirement nightmare. Do not be these people. You want to find out if you can run a business? Start. And if you could start literally at 65, you could start in insurance. You could sell Medicare because you're old enough to talk to people that are your age. Take $1,000, get your licenses, buy some leads, and figure out, can I run a business? Don't go buy a $300,000 restaurant or $1 million restaurant. You put down all $200,000 that you have into this location. You know nothing about the business and think, oh, everyone eats. I will see you at the food line. When I say the food line, I mean the food drive, because you're going to be needing help. Don't do that. Find out the first time, is business right for you? Is owning your own company right for you? Join me and my team. I will hold your hand through it and help you. And we'll find out very quickly if it's for you or not. If you got the hunger and drive to be successful, I'll absolutely be able to help you get there. If you find out this is not for you and you don't like self-management, you want to be more of an employee, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's better that you find that out now instead of making that issue or having that regret in your life, eating away at you, coulda, woulda, shoulda. Subscribe below.